Parmesan oregano. Like there's all these like fettuccine, like whatever. Like there's all these different sauces you could choose from, and it's paralyzing. Like unless you know what your parents always bought and you just buy what your parents always bought without much, thought or research or anything like that. Like you don't know what to pick because you don't want to make the wrong decision. You want to make sure you're making, like, you want to make sure you're either getting the most spaghetti sauce for your dollar, or you're getting the most premium freshest ingredients, or you're getting the non-GMO and tongue-in-cheek, wink wink, gluten-free version. Because like that's funny to me, the gluten-free thing. Like you go to buy anything nowadays and some of the weirdest shit says gluten free on it. It's like I didn't know there was gluten in this to begin with. And the trick is there wasn't. Like they don't have gluten in, uh like, I don't know. Some of these things, like gluten is like the elastic rubbery stuff that you get from bread. Like when you're making a dough for your bread, the yeast will be eating the sugars, and that airs up and puffs up the dough bread, or the bread dough, and the elasticity part of the bread is the gluten. And you can end up with too much gluten in your bread if you cut that yeast eating the sugar process short. If you don't let it completely rise and let the yeast eat all the sugars, then you end up with this kind of like rubbery, rubber bandy type dough, and that gluten is really hard for your body to digest. And that doesn't exist in all these products that they market gluten free, like yogurt. Gluten free yogurt. Well, how are you going to have gluten free yogurt when there's not gluten in it to begin with? Like, of course it's gluten free. That's like saying gluten free Skittles. Skittles, gluten free. Like, Skittles don't have gluten in it because there's no yeast eating sugar. And so, but anyways, that's like a little side rant. Like, be careful how you're advertised to. Like, people, they'll put anything on a package to make you buy it. And I wonder how many millions of dollars they made off of people just from putting gluten free on all these products that already didn't have gluten. It's crazy. But like paralysis, you can get in a state of paralysis from how many options we have today. And for me, like the thing that I try to be careful of, and the thing that kind of helps me, is like research during personal development, like research and hobbies and stuff like that. Uh, Take a look around your house, and you could see that, oh, you buy Dawn dishwashing soap, or you buy antibacterial soft soap for your hand soap, or you use Folgers coffee, or like, I don't know, take your pick. There's all these brands around us. Like, do you know anything about the manufacturer of that product? Do you know if the person that's making your tennis shoes from Adidas or Skechers is a Malaysian kid in a sweatshop? Or do you just see that it's a popular brand and you grab it? Like, sometimes it's important, and you don't have to do it for everything all at once. Just do it consistently for one product at a time. Like every time you go shopping, once a month. So every once a month when you go shopping, take one product and find out a little bit about the person who makes it. Like, is it a local farm that you're buying your produce from, or is it a farm in Panama that it's shipped from? This thing about orange juice, I heard orange juice, like, I don't know what brand it is. It's probably like Florida orange juice or Tropicana or whatever. Um, they have an orange juice that they import this. They import the fruit from somewhere in South America, for example. And then when they get the fruit from South America, they squeeze the oranges in Florida, so it's Florida orange juice. So they can market that as Florida orange juice, even though they're Panamanian oranges or they're Venezuelan oranges. So be careful about what you're buying, because it's not always forthcoming exactly what's going on in that product whenever you see the name and you just grab it. Like, So I don't know, it's just something to be aware about. Like you could do your own research and find out these things, and like I challenge you to do that, and like I think that that would help a lot of people in the long run with making better choices. Because you could also spread the word. Like one of these things that I've learned recently was you had like old wives' tales and stuff like that, and these home remedies. Like those came from back in like the pioneer days and like Little House on the Prairie days, when we lived out on farms and like we weren't around like as much community as we have now. And that's a whole nother subject. It's just the community idea that we exist in or we live in today. But before I get sidetracked, let me get this across, and I'm gonna wrap it up here actually too. One of the things that one of the things that I think we get these, oh, sharing ideas and experiences with each other. Like one of the things that used to happen back in the day was like the men, they would work outside and they would do like man stuff, and the women, they would be inside generally in the kitchen or preparing the meal or something like that. And that's just the way it used to work. I'm not saying that was right or wrong or anything, and I don't think that it should still be that way. But what I'm saying is, there used to be survival techniques that these wives would share with each other, and things that they would learn from running their own farm at their own house. And when they would get together for these events or these occasions where they'd like be celebrating a birthday or whatever, they would actually share these ideas and these survival techniques with each other. So you got these home remedies and these old wives' tales that started circulating, and a lot of that is misinformation, and a lot of it is very useful tricks of the trade. So like until you research those ideas and opinions yourself, you won't know for sure. And it's just too easy to Google something and find a Wikipedia article on it or something. So we can do fact checking nowadays, but that's what we should still be doing. We should still be, and it's not something just for the wives anymore. It's something for everybody. Like kids do it constantly at school. Like that's why they come home talking like some other kid that you never heard whenever you first start sending them at school. They turn from your child into somebody else because like they're learning stuff from these other kids. And like when you're hanging out with your family or your friends, like different things like just this right here. Next time I go hang out with my brother or my cousin or something, like I'll talk about maybe this video. Maybe I'll even show them this video. Like I don't know if they would be able to sit through 2 hours of me rambling incoherently about things. But like this is a good example of like something that you can share with other people. Like, and that's kind of the idea behind this episode of Elude Citadel is like this is my version of old wives' tales or natural remedies and stuff like that. This is what works for me, and it's something you can try for yourself to see if you like it, or it's something that you can at least like look into a little bit and research on your own to find out like maybe I'm wrong about certain things here. Like maybe I'm not giving myself enough time with my kids because 4 to 6 p.m. 2 hours every day, like maybe I should be spending more time with them. And that's what weekends are for really too. And summer vacation, like I haven't really been adhering a whole lot to this schedule as closely as I was since summer, because I'm spending more time with my son and we're doing the Awesome Buddy stream, uh, not every day but at least every other day or so far. So like yeah, I mean talk to people about like how you're cooking dinner, or interesting things you do with your kids, or what's working best for your workout routine, and like what you've piqued your interest in for personal development and hobbies and interests. Because like we kind of need that. We need to be able to talk to each other more, because we're all plugged in and we're all in our own bubbles and stuff, and it's really easy to get hit from the side by something you never knew was a thing whenever you're so focused on other things. But but yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up there. The last thing here from after cooking dinner, 7 p.m. is usually about the time my wife gets home from work, so we'll do family time all together. We'll wrap up the day with some family time. And usually what we do for family time is we'll watch a movie or TV show and eat dinner together and just talk about our day. I've been actually paying a lot more attention to my wife whenever she tells me about work, and there's some drama going on over there. So, like, I've started asking questions about these people that uh, are a huge part of her life and her day, and it kind of helps me understand more like where she's coming from when she's exhausted certain days or fed up with certain things, or we usually do that from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up right there, folks. That's a wrap. Uh, this is my schedule. In the morning is Elude Stalwart's daily routine. I'll have a cup of coffee in the morning, and I'll do a morning stream, which is either Elude Citadel like today, or I'll do the regular Elude Stalwart plays whichever game show. I'll do my stretches and stuff after that. I'll listen to music and lectures. Lectures are usually like motivational speaking type things. They have good videos and stuff on the internet about that. Workout and cardio, I'll do that Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I'll do a cold shower after that. And if I'm not doing that, I'll take a cold shower after my stretches and stuff. Protein shake or breakfast, I'll do that from 12:35 to 1 p.m. That's my first meal of the day. And then within an 8-hour window, I'll eat again during snack time and then dinner time. Then I'll meditate, and that's as needed. Personal development, I'll do that almost every day. And there's different things that I look at for that. Hang out with the kids every day, cook dinner every day, and family time every day. And that's pretty much my normal structure. It's been good, guys. Thanks for tuning into this episode 3 of Elude Stalwart Citadel, or Elude Citadel. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, whatever. Let me know what you liked and didn't like, and let me know what you're curious about. If there's something about my schedule here that you'd like to know more about, leave a comment or message me, and I'll do my best to get that to you. And I can also share this document. I can make it to where you can actually Elude Stalwart's daily routine. So yeah, I'm gonna put a link to this in the description below, and you can actually use these links to upper cross syndrome cardio workout, cold shower therapy, and vegan shakes if you want. And yeah, I'll go ahead and sign off now. It's been good, guys. Take it easy.